Welcome to Rootstem Gaming. This is a 1850 point Zayth Campaign game, City Fight Rules. Okay guys, this is going to be a city fight game. It's a special scenario generated for the dying days of Zayth Campaign, which you should have just watched before actually watching this bit. So on the city fight game you have what's called city ruins. So basically if an infantry squad is on or behind city ruins, so if you've got to draw a line of sight through city ruins to be able to hit the unit, you get a cover save. If you're in city ruins and don't move, you get a +2 to your cover save. If you are 3 inch higher, then all your models are at least 3 inch higher than the top of the actual opposing unit, they don't get a cover save. And then you've also got a +2 to your movement if you spend your entire move on a street, or a +4 if you decide to advance. This is going to be quite interesting. It's going to be quite either mobile or static depending on which one you're after. Also a separate rule of fire in the hole, whereas if you're in a unit, if you're in a building, in a ruin, and somebody throws a grenade at you, they actually get the maximum amount of attacks that grenade can do. So if it's D6, it's automatically going to be a 6, D3 it's a 3. And they get to re-roll any failed hit rolls, I believe. Any failed wound rolls made regarding the actual grenade. So you're still going to need your basics to hit, and of course you're still going to need your basics to hit, but you're going to be able to re-roll those wounds. A couple of stratagems as well, which I'll put up on the screen. Which we do get access to if we're wanting to use them in this particular battle. Okay, so this is the actual game. We're using this deployment map, but rather than the 3 inch one that you get on the standard open war, it's going to be 12 inch away. So once an enemy unit goes down, you can't set up within 12 inch of that unit. And we've got 2 objectives, which is going to be really awkward because we're going to have to use 2 different types of objective markers. One for one for another. One's taken, hold and drawn and quartered. We're going to be generating points each turn. These are going to be captured, which might be a bit easier for my army than it would be for Grange. Okay, playing Grange again. Campaign buddy. What Traitor Guard forces do we have today? This looks like a lot for 1850 points.
Welcome to the Guard, son. Welcome to the Guard. Taking a battalion and a spearhead. Yeah. So going through the battalion. First though, I've got 2 company commanders.
Yeah, whereabouts today? Which ones? These ones here?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. One just bog standard, nothing with him. The other one's just got a plasma pistol. Yeah. Then for troops options, I've got 4 units with a missile launcher and a plasma. Okay. Then in elites, I have a company command squad. Yeah. With snipers. Yeah. And then 2 units of veterans. Yeah. 1 melter and 2 plasma, and they're going to be living in the chimeras. Yeah. Fast attack. Yeah. Hellhound. Yep. And then for heavy support and for this detachment, I've got 2 squads of heavy weapons, all armed with las cannons.
So las cannons and plasma guns range.
Just a few. I think what you'll also see is there's a distinct lack of Lehman Russes as well. Because after your whining last time.
Right. So what's in this one?
In the spearhead, it's led by a Lord Commissar. Yep. Again, just plasma pistol and power sword. Mm-hmm. I've got some troops in there, which are just 3 units of guardsmen.
Oh my god! Flamers!
Yes. Flamers!
Flamers!
Flamers to burn you from the city, Fran. Then I've also taken an elite choice, which is 5 rattlings for you.
They're always fantastic.
For something to get first blood with if we had first blood.
Yeah.
Then on to the heavy support.
Oh yes.
I've got a quad launcher. Yeah. Another quad launcher. Yeah. Then a heavy mortar. Yeah. Then normal mortars. Yeah. A manticore and a wyvern. For a spot of artillery.
Right, okay, what's your warlord trait?
Warlord trait is a great question, and one that I don't know the answer to.
Because he hasn't picked one, he's going to roll randomly. Here we go.
Come on then. 3. So, implacable determination. Basically, when my warlord and a single friendly unit within 3 inches of them advances, they may both add 6 inches to their move characteristics. So, something I won't be using.
And what's your relic?
Oh, it's the one where I get to farm your command points.
Find my command points, yeah. Okay, 1,850 points of mixed Imperial, primarily Crimson Fist Space Marines. So, I've got a battalion detachment of Crimson Fist, very tiny, my army compared to Granger's, and I'm a bit worried about that, I'll be completely honest. We've got a Captain and Lieutenant combination, Warlord trait, that one that gives me an extra -1 AP, why not? And then the relic is going to be the Fist, Crimson Fist, that basically allows him to punch like he's wielding a thunder hammer, but with no minus, that's always a great thing. 3 squads of scouts, 1 armed with close combat weapons and a heavy bolter, power fist and the sergeant. Another squad of scouts with the sergeant just with a chainsword, bolters and heavy bolter. And another squad of scouts with 4 snipers and a rocket. And then we've got a unit Hellblasters, 5 men just with a standard plasma incinerator. And Granger's favourite unit ever. Ever. The mighty Devastator Centurions, which will probably, I'll be honest with you, probably receive a lot of Manticore death today, because that can actually hurt them. But 2 last cannons, 4 heavy bolters, and all armed with chest missiles. These guys are backed up for a command point by 5 of the lovely, Adeptus Custodians. Thank you very much, there, Grange. Yeah. With their unique bolters. Oh, I just chucked some dice at my figures. Oh.
Only thing that'll hurt it today.
Some lovely spears, Guardian spears with the unique bolters. Hopefully, I'll be honest, Grange might shoot a lot of things at them, and that's pretty much what they're there for. Then we've got a battalion of Guard. These are Steel Legion. We've got 2 company commanders, both with power swords and bolt pistols. 3 squads of infantry, all armed with rocket launcher, 2 plasma guns and a grenade launcher. A unit of special weapon team with 3 plasma guns and a command squad with a rocket launcher. Then we've got the Lightning Strike. Now the Lightning Strike, basically this particular version doesn't actually let you have multiple hard points, so we're going to have to take the auto cannon and the twin las and then 4 Hellstrike missiles. The reason I'm taking 4 Hellstrikes is because it's got 6 missiles, but you can't take this variant in 40k anymore for some reason, and this is the only one that Forge Worlds sell. Right, that's pretty much me. Didn't have to go through a lot of explaining there like Grange did. So, we'll roll to see who sets up, and then we'll come to see who takes first turn. Okay, so the forces have been deployed. We've got a couple of guard squads down here by a captain. My custodians are basically in the sewers, so we're coming up with sewer rats. Against them is a guard unit, Hellhound, snipers, las cannon team, more snipers,
mortar team,
mortars, Manticore, more guard, Chimera with more guard.
Oh, veterans.
Another las cannon team, various infantry squads, some artillery pieces, another Chimera with more guard, and then more guard. More guard, and then a couple of artillery pieces. This is going to be very interesting. It's going to be a bit, what the hell am I going to do? Because I'm going to have, my elite units are going to have to try and kick some ass. I've got my Space Marine Scouts all in this building here. I've got the remaining guard units in this building here. I've given it the Medicine Facility Stratagem. That basically allows me to ignore wounds on a 6. That flyer's not on the ground there. It's actually pivoted up here, but it's a bit unstable, so wobbly model syndrome. Left the base, taken the unit off. And then we've got the rest of the Space Marines. Now they're all down here, hiding. And they're hiding because I need to hide. And when they burst forth, they will show the unruly, the righteous steed of the Emperor. I managed to get down first, which, if I hadn't, there would be definitely something very, very wrong. So I'm going to get a +1 to this dice roll. So you go first then, Grange, since I'm +1. What do I need to beat?
6.
That's a 5.
Do you seize, Francis?
Do I seize? Yes, I do!
No!
I kind of needed that. So, the might of the Space Marine Army, led by their guard allies and custodian friends. Hello, custodian friends. They will be going first. So, let's get some movement done. We'll come straight into it in the shooting phase. Okay, some movement's been taken. These guys are jerry-rigging up this side. These have come in from the sewer rats in my half of the table. Because of course it's literally half the table. I've pretty much got those guys on. These guys are, I've run forward. I should put a run counter next to them, never mind. And I've got some scouts that have decided to move out and possibly try and get some snapshots of people. Got these guys up here. These are standing still to gain the benefit of additional cover. And this flyer has flung down into the artillery stream just to try and see what I can actually mess up, as long as the Space Marines as well moving through that building. I'm going to try and there's no wound on there. I don't know why that dice is there, but there we go. These guys are going to try and mess some of these guys up. Hopefully, that is the plan. Right, now we've done a bit of small arms fire. Got the plasma. Did 2 orders down here. Reroll ones to hit on the special weapon team and the missile launcher team. They've all gone into the infantry and actually killed off 7 models. And now I've got the rocket. Rocket stood still out of that team. That's going to fire off at the Hellhound. Wicked.
It seems to me, Fran, when you put a camera
when I put a camera on myself, it doesn't go well. Okay, Guardian, Spear Squad, the Custodians. I keep... oh, my brain today. Against the last cannon team, because these bolters cause 2 damage, 3 of them at the top here are within rapid fire range, whereas they're not. So, 2s to hit. Not bad, not bad. 3s to wound. That's 4 with a -1 and a +1, so he's going to need 5s. Ooh, 2 of the team are down. So that leaves 1 last cannon. And I think the snipers are going to try and finish that last cannon off. The rocket is going to go into the Chimera. It's not going to go into the Hellhound because I can't really see it. So rocket will be in grey. Needing freeze. 3 snipers hit and the rocket is hit. Again needing freeze. So the rocket's wounded. 1 of the snipers is wounded. But what save is this for? Sniper. No, so he's got a wound on him. And then -2 on the Chimera. No, complete reversal of our last game. And 5 damage on it.
Bloody hell.
Not doing too bad. Okay, measure the range from here. None of the bolters are in range, so they're outside of 24 inches. So a heavy bolter is going to go for the cobwebbed last cannon team. So needing 4s. Not 1. Oh well, back to my original. Okay, so we're going with the lightning strike. I'm going to fire 2 hell strikes down the road into that there. And the rest is going to go into this. I'm going to start with the twin las and auto cannon. Needing freeze normally, -1 for moving is 4s. And I didn't get 1. So, after that lovely round of shooting down there, I've now gone to terrible shooting down here.
Yeah, it's good to have you back.
Yeah.
I'm getting worried that our game might not last long.
2 hell strikes. 1 hit, needing freeze. Command point. Yep, it's wounded, -2.
I'm going to see if I nick your command point back.
Oh, right, yep.
No.
No, so I'm down to 9. Saving me on a 5+ for your Chimera. Oh yeah. Already started.
So it begins.
Okay, so all these guys with their rockets have fired into that Chimera and they basically just look like stormtroopers from Star Wars because they can't hit absolutely anything. So I'm going to go now with the Hell Blasters. They're going to overcharge into that. So here come the flurry of 1s. Only 2 1s, actually. That's a really good roll. That is a really good roll. I need, because it's strength 8, it's -4, no cover, and it's 2 damage apiece. Ooh. And I reroll 1s again for the lieutenant.
Yeah, he's dead already, Fran. He's dead already. Fran, it's dead.
He's dead. He's dead.
Oh, actually.
No.
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
4.
Yeah, that's dead.
5, that's 10 wounds.
Dead. Yeah, that's dead.
For once, I've managed to actually take out one of these things on turn 1. I'm quite pleased with that. To say that that's just flummoxed everything, possibly trying to get over this massive building. But, you know, oh well, they're gone. And then on to your favourites, Centurion Devastators. Okay, so the las cannons into the artillery piece, can't remember what it's called, Wyvern. 4 heavy bolters are going into this infantry squad on top, and then the 3 rockets are going to try and take out that artillery piece. So the rockets, 3d3 shots, that's 7. 7. Need 3s. And I'm re-rolling 1s. 3s again for strength 8. Re-rolling 1s. Oof. Ow. Right, so that's going to be 5 wounds with a minus of 2, and it causes D3 damage. So 5 saves. I don't know what that save is.
3.
It's 3. Right, so that's all gone through. 3 of them have gone through. D3. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I actually think he's still alive, isn't he?
One wound left.
Oh, for Christ's sake. He giveth and he taketh away. Right, so blues for heavy bolter, las cannons in red. Oh, Jesus. What's wrong with my heavy weapons? It's a good job I've got a lieutenant near, really, isn't it? Roll into wound. Re-rolling 1s. I can't complain at that at all. Ow! Right, las cannon rolled to save, not saved, so I'll roll for that in a moment. Heavy bolter. Need 6s, I think.
That's the squad gone.
No, because it's 10. Oh, there's only 9 men, isn't there? Yeah, so... Yeah, that will be the squad gone. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so we've just done the morale. They've run. He's not used any command points to try and stop them. The las cannon team stayed, much to my dismay, because I've got a funny feeling these 4 las cannons are probably going to be targeting some custodians next turn. And there's no morale to take over here, because whatever I shot, I killed. So, it just depends. I've given him a lot of threats. Custodians down here are quite threatening. I could try and charge, actually. Thinking about it. I might do. No, because we've gone on to morale. That's my own fault. I do apologise.
I don't mind you going back.
Right, thankfully, Grain's let me go back because we are quite gracious players. The squad's dead. And it does mean that they're within 3 inches of our objectives. So, I've actually claimed 5 objectives this turn. So that's pretty good going for the might of the Imperium here. But it does mean I've got to try and hold them, because these objectives are worth 1 point at the end of each turn, and at the end of the gate turn round 5, the centre one, this one here, and that one over there, is worth 3 points apiece. So, it's going to be Granger's turn 1. Let's see what his counter-attack's going to be like. Right, so, Granger's done some movements. We've got some guys rolling forward here. We've got the... Hellhounds rolling forward. We've got some more guys moving up here. Some more guys coming up here. These veterans and everyone else are going after the Marines. I'm a bit scared of them veterans with the amount of plasma weapons that they have got. So I've got a funny feeling I'm going to lose a squad at least down there. Right, so we've already gone with the las guns into the custodians. Not done anything. And he's going to open fire now with his plasma, which is going to be in white and grey, and then a melter. So plasma.
Overcharging as well.
Yep.
Boom.
Yeah, thought so. Need 3s though, toughness 5. Yep. This causes 2 damage each.
How many wounds do the custodians come with?
3 apiece.
Oh, lovely.
5s to save. Actually, yep, 5s to save. So that'll be 1 custodian down. Then a melter gun.
Yep.
3s to wound. No. Command point.
Yep. I'll use a different dice. That one reeked of evil. Yes.
5s to save. Yes. So, dice gods. Thank you, dice gods, thank you. Right, okay. Okay, so we've just had a couple more shots. The Chimera over there opening fire on the scouts, killing 1. Even though it's down a profile. The Hellhound that rolled forward killed 4 of the guardsmen from the other unit. So he's now going to fire his Manticore, point blank range, pretty much, into the custodies.
So, 2d6 shots?
Yep.
For 4.
Oh, and he's used his command point.
That's rubbish.
It's still got 3 hits though, and he gets to re-roll his 1s, so he still gets 4 hits. And he needs 2s.
So that's 3 of them. That's at a -1
2.
+2.
That's 2, that's gone through.
So D3 damage apiece. First
yep.
one. 2,
and then the second one will kill a custodian.
Yep.
Right, a bit of a correction. Because of City Fight rules, he's having to fire through a ruin to get to them. So in actual fact, they get a cover save of +1. So we've just had a review of the footage, and yes, I did actually save one of them on a 3. So he's down to 1 wound. Right, okay, so his mortars from over here has just opened up. Even with take cover on that squad, I've lost another bunch. I'm down to 2 guys left, so I've lost 7 models in total. Now he's got a las cannon firing all the way down into the Hellblasters. Go ahead then, sir.
Hits. Wounds.
Wounds, yeah. It's a -3, and I've got a 2+. I've saved.
Ah.
You know what feeling you have then? That's the same feeling I had last time we played.
See, at this point, even my last cannon teams have given up.
Right, okay, so some combat down here. We've moved the... He's not dead. He's just had to move him because of wobbly model issues. This unit and this unit has opened fire into the Hellblasters and only done 1 wound, much to Granger's dismay. So the last cannon team is going to take revenge on the Centurion Devastators because he hates them.
So these have got take aim.
Yeah, so we've got take aim, so the re-roll into hit. I hate that. I hate the Cadian rule with
all of them have hit.
Yeah.
Now winning on 3s. That's bitterly disappointing.
1 plus save. No! Have I used a command point this time?
That's a wonderful question.
No, I haven't. I've used a command point for take cover. I've not re-rolled any saves. I'm going to re-roll a save. He's still a 2!
I was going to see now, for that insolence, if I get your command point back. No, I don't.
No. How many wounds, Grange? Oof. 6, yeah, you've taken 1. Right, so after taking out a Devastator, no! It's a lot of points that gone in 1 model. He's going to fire these guys. These guys are going to open fire. Yes, it's going to be within rapid fire range for your plasmas. Probably going to be overcharging.
Oh, yes.
So 2 plasma guns.
2 plasmas.
Yeah, you would, wouldn't you?
Yep, did it.
Strength 8. Toughness 5. 3 wounds.
3 wounds.
Another Centurion Devastator has gone down. Melt a gun.
Melt a gun.
Thank God for that!
Damn you, veterans. And then I'll fire the rapid fire las guns to finish off the Centurions.
The plasma gun from the Commissar. Now that I've taken a wound off him. God. Overcharge.
Oh no.
Oh,
no.
Okay.
No.
Go on then. It's a hit. It's a wound. And it's a save, thankfully. Right, what else is happening down here?
Right.
Seems to be a lot going on.
Quad mortar.
Yep.
I think we're going to fire up at the unit holding this objective.
So this unit here.
Yes.
Right, no. Okay, so we pretty much have all the artillery fired. They're either firing into these guys or firing into that squad in the middle. Now, I've managed to take out 2. That's including all of this lot firing except that infantry squad. And the heavy bolter Chimera managed to take out the wounded Primaris Hellblaster. So, he's going to fire this plasma gun and rocket launcher into the Custodians. So plasma gun in rapid fire. I'm guessing overcharging.
Yep, he's dead.
And then a rocket.
Crack rocket.
Needs a 5.
No.
And
then 3 las guns, which you can see.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, that's... Right, okay, so... pretty much...
Snipers.
Done. Well, yeah, these snipers. Oh, you've completely forgot those guys.
And I've got this little middle unit here. Just ready to...
Why do you keep forgetting things? I'm making it look like I'm finishing my turn now. Right, okay. The scouts down here. In freeze. They don't get the benefit of Cadians. 1 wound. Saved.
And then these 3 snipers into the same unit.
Yep, these are veterans because it's part of a command squad. 1 hit. Reroll ones.
Because these are Canadian.
Still 1 hit.
We're doing very well. Nothing.
Nothing. Right, and then the squad itself at these guys. Right, so after all their fire, they killed another 2 of the scouts, knocking them down to 2 guys left out of the 5. So, we've got some charges to do. So let's get some charges. Okay, so we've got some charges going off down here. 2 squads have absolutely gone in, but there's been 2 heroic interventions by the actual characters because he has moved within 3 inches of them. Not quite sure what Grange is trying to achieve. So he's going to go with the guys against the Hellblasters first. I can't remember how many dice it is. 9. Okay, so down here, the guard has not fared very well. They've actually been murderized, and they've even used the 3 command points to honour the chapter and go twice with that captain. So he's just absolutely annihilated everything in front of him. They're still going to be locked in combat. We've got some morales to take. So, do you want to do them first, Grange, or do you want to use 2?
No, I'm going to... no, I'm going to use 2. No, I'm not.
You're not going to roll for it. You're going to roll for it. 1, you're fine.
Fine.
Surprising. And then I've got 2 on this squad. Nope, they're okay. And then down here on the scouts, I've got 3. So if I get a 6, I mean, bother. I got a 6. Thankfully, the scouts reroll for initial no fear. Thank God for that. I got a 4. And then 2 command points. And I'm going to auto pass on those guys.
I'll see if you get that back. I get 1 back.
Down now to 3 command points. Because I've had to use 2. It's 2, mate.
Yeah, it's the only 1.
Oh, you only do it, didn't you?
You'd only do it for the 1.
So, what's going to happen here? Right, let's get some turns going. Let's see what's going to happen with some guards, some infantry units. Moving down here, we've consolidated the squad, so they're all 1 together. I've only got 2 command points left. These guys have moved forward. Snipers have stayed still, of course. Hellblasters and everything else is moving down there, and the flyer has flown all the way to try and intercept that manticore. Probably not going to do much, but I've got to try. The guys inside, Custodian Guard, have gone in. Now, I've done some shooting already. Custodian Guard's taken care of the mortars, absolutely annihilated them. These guys here have taken, these 2 squads here have taken off 4 of them, and these have done a wound to those guys over there. So, I'm going to now crack on with some of these guys. We've already issued orders because we don't do that in the sequence because it's a pain in the backside. So the command squad is going to fire a rocket into that wounded artillery piece, and it missed. Oh, God's sake. So the second unit, the one on top, is going to do the same thing with its rocket. It's a 1. I did declare reroll 1s.
The comeback is on.
And then another rocket into the same squad. That's it. Oh, it's a hit. Oh, it's a wound. But he saved it because he's in cover and he's stood still, so he gets a +2 because he's actually in terrain piece. So even though it be a -2, he gets a +2 to it as well. So he needs freeze. So he has saved. Saved. Right. Okay. So some deliberation. These Hellblasters. Yeah, within 6 inches of the lieutenant and within 6 inches of the captain, clearly. They're going to ignore the commissar, because what's the point? I'm just going to ignore him. The sergeant is going to fire his Hellblaster, his plasma incinerator, into this. Them 3 are going to fire into that. Now, I'm not overcharging with the sergeant, but I will be overcharging with the other guys. So the sergeant first needs freeze. 2 hits. Changing some dice. Needs freeze again. 1 wound. -4. He can't get any cover because it's Crimson Fists, so that will actually be gone. And the crew disappear. And then the odd colour will be 1 together. So 3 Hellblasters now, firing into that. 5 hits. Needs freeze. Whoa, that tank's gone. Because again, the Hellblasters...
Oh, actually, that could have exploded. No.
No.
Could that exploded? No.
No. So, Hellblasters have wrecked this particular flank. The captain will fire his bolter into the guard squad in front of him. 2 hits, and he needs freeze with a -1. So 1 -1, needing a 6.
No.
No, so they go down. To the flyer, the lightning is going to fire its last 2 hell strikes into this unit, and he hits with 1. Hey! I need a 3 to wound.
So come on, bite that from.
How many have I got left?
2.
I might need that for an interrupt at some point. No. Naughty. I did declare the autocannon and the las into this, guys. So, las cannons, 1 hit, 2s, roll the 1, autocannon, 1 hit, 2s, yay! +2, -1, so... No! This area has been decimated. These guys don't seem to want to give up at all. Oh, even with those buckets firing upon them. Right. I don't know what to do now. I'll be completely honest with you. Right, let's do some plasma gun death over there. Okay, right, these guys are going to open fire. I've just fired the las guns into those guys, and Granger's saved every single one of them. So the plasma guns are going to fire into this. I've got a dice for each individual one, and I get to reroll any ones. That's not too bad. They are overcharging. I think Grange knew I was going to do that anyway. Freeze to wound the Hellhound. That's 3 of them. -3.
Gone through.
Gone through, so that's 6 damage on the Hellhound. I believe that might be a profile down. Not sure though.
Yeah.
I could keep forgetting that the captain gives anyone within 6 inch a -1. So I keep forgetting that. So again, the lightning strike has done absolutely nothing. The Guardians in there have managed to sort of annihilate some units. Whether or not we're going to be able to survive another hail of fire from these guys is going to be another question. So, let's get some charging done. We're currently on the combat phase. Right, okay, so some charging then. These guys have managed to make it in down here. And the Custodians are fucking split up. They've gone into 4 different units. Gone into the captain, they've gone into the last cannon team, they've gone into these guys, and then they've gone into them. So I need to be within an inch. So, basically going underneath them means I'm going to get within an inch. He's got into there. Oh, yeah, bit of a mess because of you not being able to do your job. So, I'm going to go with the Custodians first because Granger's got 9. Oh, do I? I don't know. I don't think he's got anything here that can really hurt.
I'm not going to interrupt.
He's not going to interrupt. Grange is thinking about capitulating, possibly at the end of his turn. So, we're going to basically do this, see what happens at the end of his turn, and then we're going to come back to it. So I'm probably going to start then with the captain over here. So the captain is going to strike 1 into the commissar. Actually, I'll put 2 into the commissar. And then 2 into the normal squad. So 2 into the commissar, needing 2s. Because of his mighty, mighty fist. Rerolls 1s. And I'm not within 6 inch of my lieutenant anymore. So that's 2 wounds. Doesn't matter about the minus because it's an invulnerable save. 6 wounds on the commissar. He's gone. Well, you alright there, Grange?
Yeah,
you chucking it? Chucking it? 2 attacks on the infantry. Both hit. And 2 dead. So I might as well sweep down. Right. How many dice do I have here? Hang on. Got enough dice now for the Hell Blasters. They can reroll 1s to hit in combat because of the captain. Yep. And then, because I keep forgetting about his warlord trait, any 6s to wound cause a -1. So I've got 1 with a -1. 1, 2, 3, 4 normal. So 1 with a -1.
Dead.
And 4 normal. Another 3. So they lost another 4 guys. Oof, that's hurt. Right, okay, so the Custodians now, they're going to strike. So it's going to be 1 attack against each unit. So 1 attack against these, needing 2s. Hooray, 2 1s. And then I need 3s. I do kill 1 because it's a -3. So 1 of the command squad is down. And then 3 attacks against the captain. I'm just going to move down. Again, same result. 3s to wound the captain. Yep, he's got a 5 invulnerable save. And D3 wounds. 3. I think he's still alive. We'll check that in a moment. And 3 against the... so I got 1 hit again against the last cannon team. And wounded. That last cannon team's going to have gone. It's going to be destroyed. And then 3 attacks against the Manticore. Hey, this one hit. I need 5s though. That's 1, 2. Oh my god. I think I moved you a little bit further forward. There we go. 3 hits with minus for 3 and D3 damage apiece.
All gone through.
Ah, right, okay, there's my rolls. 4.
You want to roll another? Do you want to command point that? Because I'm only on 5. Come out on 5 ones left. Actually, no. Sorry, I'm looking at the tank.
You're looking at the wrong tank. You've not took any damage on that. No, I'll not command point that, Grange.
Okay.
Right, okay, so we'll do some attacks back and we'll see what's going to happen with... oh, hang on, before we do that, I forgot. Tasty scales. Okay, so we've pretty much done all the combats now. Actually, we decided to do them off camera. Centurion managed to kill 2 more of those guys. Lieutenant didn't do anything. I did lose a Hellblaster to the counter-attack down here. Down here, no more attacks, sort of didn't do really anything into these guys. And here, nothing happened. So it's just a bunch of morale to take. And then it will be into Granger's turn 3. So you're going to... Turn 2, sorry. Turn 2. I keep thinking it's a lot further on than what it is. Are you auto-passing any, Grange?
No.
You sure?
Positive. Okay,
no problem. So, morale on whichever one you want to do first, those guys. So that'll be 9. So that's 7, 8, 9. That's 2 gone.
Yep.
Them guys, 5, 6, 7, 8. He loses 1. So it's just a sergeant versus sergeant there. Technically, the Space Marines should win that one. I know what's going to happen. Command squad lost 1.
Yep, they're fine though.
Their leadership 6.
Oh, okay, hang on. No, they're fine.
They're fine. They've lost 2, so they lose 1. And then these guys lost 6.
That's them done.
We've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's going to be 3 guys. So I think you've still got men left there. Right, okay, so we've actually, he's not really moved much. Broken out of combat. The custodians are basically out on their own at the moment. And these guys have not done any sort of moving. They're probably going to be trying to take all of that objective and trying to nail these guys. He's given take aim on that squad there, take aim on that squad there, and of course the artillery piece behind it has also got take aim. We've done a bit of firing. That Chimera has managed to take out a Hellblaster, to my shame. And
to my surprise.
The last pistol there has also fired into the Centurion because he's still locked in combat with it. Done nothing. So, next up, Granger's going to fire this guy.
Into the squad in front with everything.
Whoa, 10 hits. Just on a side note, he did fire that Chimera into these and didn't do any wounds.
And
that's going to hurt.
Like
5, 7. -1/+1, this is going to hurt. It's really going to hurt. That's 6 down. And he also laced in a heavy bolter in there. He's managed to take out 7 of those guys. So that's pretty much that combined squad. Wasted a command point there. Right, next then, Grange.
3 last cannons into the custody.
Yeah, here we go.
Alright.
Yeah.
These guys, luckily enough, have got take aim on them. I think that pretty much sums up my game today.
Hey, careful. 1 hit.
Yeah, that pretty much sums up my game today.
It's a wound, no. It's a 1+ armour, so it takes it to a 4. It's gone through, and I've got 1 guy on 1 wound. Hey, it doesn't matter because there's only 1 guy. There's 1 guy on 1 wound at the bottom.
There is, yes, mate.
Which may negate some other people from shooting. After looking, because that was that literally was because that's what the wounding was, wasn't it? The guy at the bottom, because he shot that first at the guy at the bottom has been killed. Only 1 plasma and 2 lasguns can see the custodians. Bit of a disaster there.
Yes.
Yeah. That's Granger's luck for this game, to be honest. What are you firing first, anyway, Granger?
I'm going to fire the things that can see the custodians into there, which is a plasma, which will be rapid firing, and a lasgun, and a rapid fire, 2 rapid fire lasguns, and everything else will fire into the chap down here.
That's a good point, actually. Right. So the plasma, he does get to reroll 1s. No, he's hit with both. It's going to need 3s. Oh, he's wounded with both. That's still enough to take out a custodian. 1 through, so that's custodian down to 1 wound. Do you want to do your las weapons?
Yep.
That's going to be 4 shots.
4 shots.
Rerolling your 1s.
And they're veterans, so that's hitting on 3s.
Yep, hitting on 3s.
Ooh, 1 wound.
It's a 1! So we take out another custodian. Yeah, I think it's going to be that one. Yeah, that should be the one that actually gets annihilated. Do you want to do your melter gun first on this chap? Hey, reroll ones for your order. Oh, maybe not. Maybe a plasma gun then. A standard plasma gun, not overcharging.
Oh, no. I'm overcharging.
Why?
Because I'm going to really kill him.
But there's no point, Grange. Honestly, there's no real point. Where's it? 2's to 1, mate. He's dead, Dave. These guys are going to now open fire into the remaining Hellblasters. So pretty much, I believe everything is going to be in range. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 las guns and a rocket.
Right, 5 las guns first.
Yep, just to try and soften me up. That's not bad. 4 hits.
And then 4 to 1.
No.
Nothing.
And then the rocket.
5 to 1, rocket.
I guess it's a single shot.
Yeah. No.
Missed.
That's that done.
No problem.
Then me quad mortar.
Quad mortar, what's he firing at?
He's going to fire into the Hellblasters.
Going to fire into the Hellblasters. Right, sorry for laughing, guys. Right, okay, so he's managed to take out 2 of these with the rattling snipers. They've actually shot over there. And with his artillery, he's done another wound on the Hellblasters. So they've got 2 guys left, one's wounded. He's now declared that he's going to do a charge with the rattlings into the remaining custodians.
Why are you laughing, Fran?
I think it's hilarious. I think it's hilarious. Right, okay, so just do your charge range. Wow, they're really wanting those custodians. Okay, as expected, it didn't go very, very well for the rattlings. The 2 remaining custodians are now down in the lower levels. So Granger's got 1 objective there.
No, you've got to have units to hold objectives, Fran. I ain't got any of those left.
Right, okay.
Actually, no, so I've got 2. I've got this one in the middle there. So that
that
will take me to 5 victory points.
So that was 5 VP as opposed to 11.
Yep.
You do have 7 command points left, and I've got 1.
Yes.
But I've done very well in this game. Very, very well. Their morale is going to be an auto pass because the sergeant is still alive, making them an 8. And no other morale to take because everyone that charging combat's dead. So, right, let's I'm gonna crack on. I'll see what it's like at the end of my turn 3, and
tell you what you're like, Fran. It'll be a very one-sided game.
Well, we'll see what it's like at the end of my turn 3, and I've got a funny feeling it's going to be it's going to be game over. Right, okay, so the grenade has been thrown from him as my movement. I forgot to do a synopsis, bear with me. All my guys have moved forward. Centurion Devastator moving forward in here. These guys are just sitting still. They're sitting pretty. That's the first time I've ever really survived with a lot of guard. So they're sitting pretty. On the hospital, because I did actually pay the command point for the hospital on that one. It's only come into effect once. These guys have stood still and the flyer has moved down here, possibly to try and engage this guy. And dinner time. Crack grenades have been thrown at that, no effect. Bolters have been fired into these guys, 1 wound. And I'm using my last command point to fire a Hellfire shell into that. So roll to hit. I've hit. It causes D3 mortal wounds. Only 1. So 1 mortal wound on the Hellhound. I'm going to follow that up with a twin las and the long-barreled autocannon into that unit. Needing 4s. Las in red. 2 hits. Change some dice just in case. Need 3s. Both have gone through. It's going to need 6s.
Nope.
Oh dear. It's 11 wounds. Now, the only problem is with this thing goes up on a 4+, doesn't it?
Yep. Nope.
Do you want it to go up? It's on a command point.
Let me just measure how far your custodians are away.
Go on then, Grange. He's dropped a command point. He's down to 6. No! Oh, do you get my command point, by the way?
Oh. Yes.
Yeah, you do. So that didn't cost you anything. Hey! So the tank's gone boom. You've actually done something. Amazing! So, the twin lads impacting heartfully there. I'm going to have the 2 snipers and the rocket. They're going to fire off into the fellow las cannon team. So the snipers, that's 2 hits. I've got a 6, so that's 1 mortal wound and 2 normal saves, which in them is going to be about a 3 because he's +2. So he loses a mortal wound.
That kills one of those.
And then another wound on another. If you want to change the location of that one, Grange.
No.
Okay.
That's where he's going to stay.
Precariously balanced.
He's waiting for orbital assault.
Yes. From that time. Right, okay, we've actually just done a flurry of actual shooting. The Centurion Devastator from there has finished off the guys, the last cannon team. These have poured some fire into these guys. I've lost 6. So there's only the Sergeant left. These guys have tried to pour some fire into them. They killed a couple more, that's about it. And then the Guardians into the Custodians inside have fired against the... I don't even know what they're called, Custodians. so we need to look at putting fire. So I'm going to do some charges and come back to it and see what's going to happen. Okay, so some charging then. The Captain failed to charge into the Chimera, but the Hellblasters got in there. So they're locked in combat. The Centurions managed to get into combat with the Manticore and the sniper team. And then this guy took a full force with a command point as well of a plasma pistol to the chest and then rolled a double 1. So he couldn't even get out and get into combat with the guy. Great. Great, said Tony the Tiger. Right, we'll roll some results off camera and let's see what's going on. Right, so we've fought back and yep, done nothing. And they managed to cause a couple more wounds off the Manticore and kill one of these guys here. So it's going to be a morale check for a lot of units here, Grange.
Really? I thought you killed most of them.
No, because these guys are still alive.
Okay.
So if you get a 1, you're fine.
No,
he's one in.
The 6 I got.
And then those guys there with 3 that got killed, the veterans. 4, 5, 6, 7. They're all right actually.
Yeah, there you go. Sir.
They lost 1. That command squad. What'd you get?
4.
4. So they're okay. And that will be about it. But at the end of that turn, I have, because I've actually abandoned this objective by the looks of it, and I've abandoned that objective. So I've got 1, 2, 3. So that will take me up to 14 victory points so far. Right, okay, so at the end of that, Grange has decided there isn't much point.
You talked me into it, Fran. I wanted to continue.
Yeah, sure, mate, sure. He doesn't have a lot left. A lot of it is having to fall back as well. His Manticore's not going to get another round of shooting in. He might be able to kill the Centurions, but everything else that's piling down on him, he's not going to be able to get enough rounds to be able, because I'm on 14 and he's on 5 currently. And
that cuts, Fran. Just the tone of the voice. It's just cutting.
Sorry, but this for once I've actually dealt you a massive arsehole in like you've always dealt me. So a bit of a role reversal there for those of you that like that sort of thing. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Yeah. Thanks very much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, buy a t-shirt if you can. And we'll see you again next time.